to Yoshi's Island. That was my really questionable welcome to Yoshi's Island. I feel like that's about a John Hammond impression. In an alternate universe, Steven Spielberg did not adapt Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park, but instead collaborated with Shigeru Miyamoto to adapt his classic, Yoshi's Island. Well, I bet Yoshi's Island probably came out after Jurassic Park. I don't know for sure. Anyway, hello. We've gotten a little bit of flack for on the last couple podcasts, let's say not adequately defending Yoshi's Island. Kind of just let certain unnamed members of the podcast, of the site, some more than others. Names shouldn't be named because these people don't deserve to have their names spoken aloud. Now I've let them just go on and on because, to be quite honest, I did not know Yoshi's Island was a game that needed any defending. I understand some of my more controversial, this shouldn't be controversial, sorry for being interesting, choices for likes and games, like Majora's Mask. Those games specifically kind of push back on very base level mechanics and tropes that those series are known for. I get it. Sometimes change is too much for people. But Yoshi's Island, actually this intro is too much for me, so we'll just jump into this game. Yoshi's Island, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that it is worthy of being called Super Mario World 2. Let's be clear, it was not called that in Japan. I believe when it came out in the GBA, it was called, what? Super Mario Advance 3, like, or something like that. So Yoshi's Island has a history of sort of like getting attached to other series in a slightly odd way. But it just, Yoshi's Island is a weird game. And I like it because it's weird. And I think Vinny actually articulated, for someone that wasn't necessarily defending Yoshi's Island, a pretty great explanation for why, part of the reason why this game is so beloved is because rather than just making Super Mario World 2, which would have been the easy way, Miyamoto made something completely fucking batshit crazy. And I think if you're making a game that causes some people to get a little up in arms, that causes some people to say, this is strange, it makes me feel uncomfortable for what I expect from the heritage of the series, I think you're actually doing something right. I don't think video games could ever be accused of being too radical and too different with the new entries in their franchises. So the fact that Yoshi's Island is so strange and does cause such polarizing opinions is part of the reason why I think people so fervently defend it. And it comes from a twofold place, I think. It comes from a desire to defend their opinion for liking this game, which there are all sorts of terrific reasons to like it, including, as I'm demonstrating right now, where it has a goddamn shooting mechanic. For someone who constantly complains about shooters, you're gonna get me to defend Yoshi's Island's incorporation of shooting to my bitter end. But it plays within the tropes of a Mario game, of a platformer. It looks like one, it sounds like one, and yet the mechanics are completely different in a lot of fundamental ways, where, yes, there are plenty of sections where it is all about the platforming, but you have this shooting bit that is super strange and actually requires precision, and there are sequences where in order to get through the platforming properly, you have to engage with the shooting. So it's having you do all of these different things that are just very contrary to a Mario game, or just foreign to a Mario game. And look, Yoshi turns into a goddamn helicopter. And that's just one of many wonderful forms you can expect Yoshi to turn into in Yoshi's Island. Alright, so for people that aren't familiar with this game, that aren't just here to hear me rag on other members of the office with lesser opinions, so Yoshi's Island is a platformer. You collect stuff, just like you would in any other Mario game. Some of the major differences are the fact that you are kind of carrying on Baby Yoshi, and that if you have a button, hey look, you can shoot. There are several different kinds of eggs. There are that normal green egg that I've got there. You get that by just ingesting an enemy and swallowing it, which in and of itself is kind of terrifying and gives this game a bit of a creepy bent. But you can also collect different kinds of eggs. I can't remember what the third one does, but one of them allows you to generate red coins from your enemies, and that's the only way to get those red coins. Those red coins are not scattered throughout the environment. Those red coins only exist by shooting those eggs at an enemy. So if you shoot that and you miss, you don't get that red coin. The neat thing about how this game handles red coins versus some of the other Mario games is that they're not always nakedly in front of you. So you'll see right there, I could have just avoided those coins. Well, maybe not those ones. This is a very early stage. They're trying to teach you all that stuff. But there are plenty of instances later where there are just rooms full of yellow coins, and you could collect those yellow coins for 1-ups, but even by the time that Yoshi's Island came out, the 1-up was this sort of archaic way of creating a sort of, not even a loose state, because I got one. But instead, the red coins funnel in like the flowers and stars do, and it produces a score theme. And this is different than the high score that you have associated with even just other Mario games, but other platforming games or other action games that have you collecting things and killing enemies and making it through a stage in a certain amount of time. Well, this game doesn't track time. So it adds up to 100 points. And if you get 100 points across all the stages in the world, you unlock secret stages. So you get something really meaningful out of this. And it's not like say in the Galaxy games or Mario 3D Land, where you have to collect all this stuff throughout the entire game and then get some payoff at the end. You get meaningful payoff in each of the worlds that you're in. Now let's watch me do a poor job of playing this minigame. The music in this game is terrific. Scratch. Alright, come on. Ah! Come on. Baby Mario. That wasn't that great. I got 1-up, which just really isn't that important. Let's see. Oh, 1-7. We'll get to you eventually. Why don't we... Let's see. I'm trying to put something right here. So I'm about halfway through the second world. I kind of like the way that the worlds are set up sort of like a flipping through pages. But look at this goddamn game. It looks hand-drawn. But like hand-drawn, like not like a 2-year-old would draw it, but just, it looks really, really nice. I didn't even read that. Oh, okay. So you've got these little sections. They'll just kind of like, these will just give you eggs. These guys are different than the other enemies. They will catch the shit out of your eggs. You gotta stomp on them. Whoop. These guys will hit it out of the park. And if you shoot these, part of the thing that I really love about Yoshi's Island that isn't as demonstrated in a stage like this and is more demonstrated elsewhere is the game has all of these one-off ideas, stuff that's implemented for a single stage and then never comes back again. It truly feels like, in a lot of ways, they were kind of throwing everything at the wall. But these days, when you encounter a mechanic or something in a stage, like, how often is it that it no longer becomes special because they spent so much money creating it that it has to be implemented throughout the game? And Yoshi's Island, like, that's just not the case. I mean, part of that's just, games were less resource intensive back then, so they could afford the manpower in order to create that stuff, but I don't know. This game takes us to such an extreme with, you know, Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy, which if you're familiar with, we'll get to in a minute, being like the best example of that. And this whole shooting thing, it doesn't take long at all to kind of become accustomed to, and very quickly it enables you to just do things that and take care of enemies in a way that you can't in other Mario games. I mean, obviously it's designed differently, it's designed to encourage that, but it feels really good, it feels really natural, and if you told someone that, yeah, shooting eggs around was going to be part of the Mario game, like, you would call them crazy. And constantly you're given these, like, random new power-ups. We're about to see one right here. Alright, Baby Mario, take the stage. Look at that! Look at Baby Mario! Run, 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 run. Get that. Get that. Ah, I just love the way he runs! Put his hair back into the wind, he doesn't give a shit. He's a baby. And Yoshi just pops up in an egg bag there. The game is just full of super clever touches like that. And then there are the crazy parts like this, where... Okay. So I need that, if I want to get 100, but... Ha! 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 So then the weird thing about talking about this game, is I'm constantly reminded of it right now as I look at the box art. The box art above me. Is that Super Mario World 2 branding. And I think a lot of people probably get hung up on that. And I think that's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to do. Like, so what if it is called Super Mario World 2? It's the same reason that you know, I agree that it is ballsy for Nintendo to say, try to do a Link to the Past 2 with this upcoming 3DS game, but also, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, it's just some sort of BS marketing, and the content of the game is what matters more than the prefix attached to it or what part of the series it's engaged with. None of that just really matters that much to me. What matters more to me is that I couldn't figure out how to get this little bit last time. So, like, technically, you can shoot it like that, but he's gonna collect it. I wonder if... maybe I can do this. Shit. If I jump on him... now I'm... oh! Hell yeah! Oh, shit! I wasn't able to pull that off last time. Oh, please don't die. Okay, here we go. Booyah! That got me a red coin. I guess that's great. That wasn't worth it. But that felt really good. And look at that. That was a wonderful integration of the multiple mechanics that are playing out in this game, where your platforming is important. Your ability to shoot accurately is important. Your ability to bounce things off walls, potentially for a different way to tackle that puzzle. All come together beautifully. And you got weird shit like this. This game is also really hardcore about its checkpoints. And I don't know if you'll notice so far, but everyone whines about Baby Mario in this game. Because Baby Mario whines. I'm not saying it isn't annoying. It is annoying. And those sequences where you're kind of getting bounced over and over again and you can't get to Baby Mario and it just will not shut up, I agree. I don't want to go as far as saying like it's a great design decision. I understand where it comes from, because obviously it creates an enormous impetus to not screw up. And I feel like that's the way I treat the mechanic, is I'm just way more careful with the way I play so that I don't have to deal with that. But I also just haven't had to deal with Baby Mario whining all that much. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil. Ah. Like, basically, if you're good enough, you won't deal with Baby Mario all that much. That's not necessarily a great way... Oh, Jesus. This is where I got hung up with him last time. But also, this is brilliant design where you have multiple things interfering with you just as you're trying to traverse a single location. The game may not have what I feel like is the grand scope and grandeur of you know, what it's attached to, like the Mario World games, but what it does with what it's got is just little moments like that that are just so wonderfully well crafted. There's a couple of really tricky parts coming up that I don't know if I'll engage with. Now here we go. How can you be upset when Yoshi does this? Because I sure as hell can. I bet I missed a red coin back there. And the crazy thing is, if you miss one of those red coins, that's it. That little power-up doesn't come back. And if you die, thinking, oh, well, I'll just go back and I'll repeat that section. Nope, that's gone. You have to start the level all over again. This game, despite its cutesy appearance, does not F around. Oh, so the third thing you can collect are these little stars. Those add up to basically your little Mario counter. So they feed into the game in two ways. One, they're collectible. And sometimes, God, they make it really tricky to collect all of those. Because they'll have those little bits kind of sprout in an area that... Alright. What's the best way to do this? Wait till it turns around? There we go. Yeah, they'll have those little star trinkets appear like in the middle of platforming section where it's just insane to think that you're going to try and collect all of those. So the game encourages like a level of replayability that... Oh, I'm going to get this guy. So that guy you can only bounce on if you do that. Gotcha. Gotcha, trash. Does anyone know what that reference is? Please let me know in the comments. If anyone actually knows what gotcha trashy means, that will make my day. You also have these things which you can... Yeah, another trick to the shooting is that, you know, you can just kind of aim it up if you want, which allows you to... If I can pull it off anyway. Oh, well... Theoretically, that would have gone in there. But here's one of those tough spots. So you gotta somehow... Ugh, I don't know if this seems like a really stupid idea. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't have to start so far back! I don't want to do that. I want to go to the next stage. Oh, shit, there's another one. Oh, this is all going so wrong! Okay, we got this, we got this. Oh, no we don't. No we don't. Okay. Alright. See, man, Yoshi's Island, not effing around. I feel a little strange about all this because I don't feel as passionately pro-Yoshi's Island as some other people feel anti-Yoshi's Island. I still really love the game, and I defend it on all sorts of merits of like its creativity, the fact that it rejects like traditional structure of a Mario game in favor of really weird and odd mechanics that would probably make the traditional Mario player feel uncomfortable and wonder why is this here. Oh, look, I upgraded my score. Why don't we jump to the stage I got up to? But I'm also not freaking out for it. But I'm also really happy that this whole debate came up, because when the hell does one have a chance to go back and play Yoshi's Island? And now I do. And now 2 worlds in, like, what am I going to do? Not finish Yoshi's Island? Like, I'm going to finish Yoshi's Island. I want to see what else is going on in this game. It also reminds me of, I don't know how many of you listen to 8-4-Play, which is the podcast that we also host on the website, because longtime friends with Mark McDonald, John Riccardi, and all those folks. They recently had an episode with, who else was on there? It was, anyway, Chris Kohler of Wired was on there. And, I don't know what's just there for nothing. And he was talking about how, as people that are about my age and younger are beginning to start to hold jobs, have access to disposable income, SNES carts, which used to be incredibly cheap, are now rapidly going up on the rocks. And games that you thought would be very cheap to acquire are no longer proving to be the case. And so if you want something like your own copy of Yoshi's Island, you know, this debate is going to spike up the price, so you might want to invest in that sooner rather than later. See, I love this. Watch. Boom! Boom! How many other games have you doing something like that? Maybe it's just my love of games like Bust a Move that get me so excited for something like that, but the fact that I got a little Bust a Move in my Mario game, that's the kind of peanut butter and chocolate I can get behind. The one thing that, not the one thing, but one of the criticisms I do agree with, and maybe this changes as the game goes on, because, you know, my memory of it is not the strongest thing in the world, is that the bosses aren't that great. Oh, can I get that last one? And that wasn't even a red coin! So far, at least in the first 2 worlds, the bosses have been, hey, here's a big version of a bad dude, shoot him with your eggs. It'd be nice if, oh, I don't want that. It'd be nice if there was a little bit something, oh, shit, well, okay, that's, I guess, fine, I guess. That's not what I wanted to do now. Alright, let's, go back in here. Climb all the way back up. So hopefully this boss will be different. I have not actually played this one. Alright, this time, go here, go here, get that mid checkpoint, get that, pass those guys, do this, get those, oh, whatever, he went the right way. Thanks, Mario. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. So there are definitely sections I've gotten to where you do want to punch Baby Mario in the face. Alright, I guess we do this. Oh. Okay. We got this. We got this. Everyone seems real calm from traveling across a pit of lava, but I'm not going to question it, I guess. And oh shit! Boy, there's a secret area. Ooh. And whoop. Oh, what's up here? Oh. What? Ooh. I like this music. Oh Oh, this looks awesome. Oh, shit. Wait, how do I... Do I hit that guy? I'm confused. Back here, Big Mario. We need to get out of here. I don't know how this section works. Oh, let's let that recharge. We go down there? Some of those you can go down. Oh, what do we do with this? Oh, do I anger these guys? Oh, wow, okay. Woo! Oh, Big Mario! Don't worry, we're out of here. We're out of here, we're out of here, we're out of here. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty great. I'll just run through here. It's a lengthy stage. I love these things too. That is mode 7. Mode 7. Alright, here we go. Boss time. It's maybe time to touch Fuzzy Good Dizzy. Hey, you're nothing. Don't make that guy, he just looks really excited to see me. No reason to cast some magic spells on him. Aww. Okay. Okay. Oh man, so do I have to... Alright, that's pretty clever. This is definitely the best boss fight yet. That is a really clever twist. Oh! Oh! Spoke too soon, spoke too soon, spoke too soon. Oh, oh. A clever twist on how you normally deal with boos. Gotcha. 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 Oh, I wish that went on longer. That was really fun. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 It's gotta be a good remix album out there for Yoshi's Island, right? Alright. I don't think any look at Yoshi's Island can be complete without Touch and Fuzzy and Getting Dizzy. Touch and Fuzzy and Getting Dizzy is the epitome, I think, of Yoshi's Island having these one-off moments. So A, just listen to that music. Listen to it long enough to get in your head. Alright. That's in your head now. Just like it's in my head. In our head. The collective head. Ah! Oh, jeez. Look at these guys. Secondary function. Ooh. You can kind of pound through that stuff. You can also butt pound through it. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the other ones. So let's see what this does. Oh, red coin. Okay, that's the red one. Also got watermelon seeds. Boop. That makes a real satisfying noise. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. It's a neat touch in some of these pipes that just house... Yeah, here we go. They just house enemies. You can just go down there, hang out in the home of the enemies. They just keep respawning. They basically just act as a way for you to collect a bunch of eggs. But there's, as far as I can do, nothing... As far as I can tell, nothing you can do down there. But that's just a really nice touch. You know, a game full of really nice touches. Including this. So everyone should be chanting with me. Touch, fuzzy, get dizzy. Touch, fuzzy, get dizzy. Touch, fuzzy, get dizzy. Touch, fuzzy, lose Mario. Wonder why you touched the fuzzy when you were babysitting. Probably not the smartest idea, Yoshi. Maybe don't jump back in there with him. Let's just... Gonna just keep sitting here. Just keep touching these fuzzies. I'd like to thank everyone that joined me for this Encyclopedia Bombastic. I just need to... I think I need to lie down. I've had too much. I touched the fuzzy. I got too dizzy.